I've worked in a variety of places, but the main area of work would have been in libraries. The world of work has changed. People stayed 25 years in one job and got their gold watch. There was permanency available. Well, I worked full-time when I had just 2 children and took the year off maternity leave. There were very long waiting lists for creche in those days, so I was never quite sure whether I would get a creche place in time for when I was meant to be returning to work. But as well as looking after my 4 children, I was also looking after parents as their carer. I've saved the government an absolute fortune in looking after first one parent, then the other, keeping them out of a nursing home for as long as I have. While the skills that I've picked up along the way, it's appreciated in terms of, oh, you'd be a wonderful volunteer for this, that and the other, but it's not appreciated in terms of you wouldn't be a good potential employee for us. I think there's the concern with voluntary work these days that voluntary work may be taking away from paid positions, in particular if you're working alongside someone else who is doing essentially the same work or very similar, but they're getting paid and you're not. That is a point of contention for people. I miss work, the mental stimulation of work. I think there's still a stigma for people that are not in paid employment. There's the idea that people that are not in paid employment are somehow a drain on society and not making a contribution. I'm optimistic, but when there is the bias against older people, it's a very difficult situation to be looking at it. So I think you need to get rid of those stereotypes. Cost of living is going up considerably. A lot of things that people just take for granted, that you can turn on the heater, you can turn on the gas. Yeah, I never imagined when I thought of, take a temporary time out of the workforce, and when I consider I haven't, in inverted commas, done anything wrong. Like I've finished school, I've been to university, I've been a good employee, but making that decision to keep parents out of a nursing home, the impact that's had on my own life and my children put me in a very, very dicey position now financially.